Hello, hello, hello. As promised, I am in a squirrel outfit because what better day to read squirrel letters or to read letters and some amazing. Ugh, okay, we're going to have to get rid of the hat, guys. Starting to get hot in there. Um, but I received some pretty funny things, and don't worry, I'm going to show you. Make it as easy as possible for you to understand. Happy Halloween. Thank you so very much, Anne. And from opening the first, little things that I had today. So I'm going to show you this part of the letter just because I don't want to show you too much more. So received a nice little letter. Now let me read to you some of the joys that you get when you receive these letters. Okay, we'll just say, hi blank. Were you able to access Scientology TV? It has so much data about what's going on around the world and a lot of other things. I'd really enjoy it if you took a look. Love, AOLA. Okay. Not really sure what that has to do with anything, and we'll get to some of it. But again, this one I can't really without expose. Hold on. Here, let's see if that works. Okay, so this one is from San Francisco. Now, this one it says, Dear Blank, hey, I noticed that I noticed that you did your staff statuses. Where were you on staff and what length of time? First of all, this person hasn't been on staff in 40 years. So to me, it brings me great humor to tell you guys that, by the way, they're in desperate need of staff, so much so that they will go after staff that is old, that is in retirement age. Are you coming after them for being in retirement age? Or is it that you're so desperate for staff, you're going to reach out to the staff that you burned? Not really sure in that particular situation. Anytime now. Okay, sorry about that. My computer decided it wanted a mind of its own. So it's been happening a lot. We're just gonna see how that goes. So one of the things that I wanted to show you guys, yeah, I froze. I apologize. I am back. I'm rip roaring and in my suit. Now, a few of you guys, just in case you didn't get to see it, it has a giant tail. I've got a tail, everybody. Never thought I'd ever want a tail, but for the fact that it's a squirrel and it's bloody warm, it makes my day. Cece, how you doing today? I know there was another live that was going on. I know Aaron had a live, and then I just got the notification that Mike had the live. So I do potentially have another one later today, but I'll be in regular clothes probably. But I also wanted to show you some new pictures, some things that make you laugh. Okay. So the first one is this nice little curious Scientology network, and that went with the first letter. This one, oh, it saved wrong. Oh God, I'm so sorry. Let's see if we can do this one. There we go. They've rewritten and remastered the PTSSP course. Now, the reason that makes me laugh is because Scientology, I don't know how to fix that. Let's see if this does it. Nope, that didn't do it. Of course not. Nah, it's not going to work, anybody. I apologize. So basically, for a man that's been dead for almost 40 years, they're going to help you obliterate suppression. Now, let's forget the fact that most of the suppressive things that have happened in my life happened from these people. But here is the beauties of it. On this course, I confronted the evil that exists with SPs. I realized that if I don't handle suppression fast, I'm going to have real trouble. This course gives you knowledge to handle suppression, and it will never be effect in the future. Next one. This powerful tech can now easily spot suppression to my environment in an instant it comes in and blows it away. I am at cause. Let's see. I am strong and unshakable. On the subject of suppression, I am able to predict and handle all types of suppression. I am an organization in my life. So let's get rid of that real quick, everybody. So that by itself, this is the beautiful cover. Oh, let's see. There we go. That's the only way I could get you guys to see it. If I go any higher than the reflections. But then inside, it's got this fancy to-do, everybody. And then it unfolds. And it tells you there's a new course. Details of this new course. Which again, it kind of blows my mind. He's been dead for almost 40 years. I'm just curious. Are you guys writing with a Ouija board? I'm curious on that one. I need to know. Are you writing with a Ouija board? Because if someone's dead, they can't continue writing. Now, I also did want to answer a couple emails. I'll get right back to the questions in just a second. I was asked once, how old was I when I first got put in lower conditions for getting a sunburn? And I thought it would be really funny to show you a picture of that day because I remember that day and my mom took a picture that day. So here is me. My mom says I was 3 or 4 and my face had gotten badly sunburnt and my back had gotten badly sunburnt. And no, I wasn't a tall child. I definitely hit a growth spurt well, I guess I was because I passed for 5 years old at 3. So, but that is the day I got my first lower conditions. So I was asked if there's a picture of my dad and I. We didn't take one when we were in the Sea Org because, to be completely honest, like my camera, when I brought my camera into any type of business, I always made sure that I did my best to, bring it on special occasions. I was also asked this beauty. Now, for those of you that want to see my parents, that is my mom. That is my dad. My mom and dad were very young. They were on staff during this picture. The staff at the beautiful Church of Scientology of San Francisco. San Francisco. Okay. And this was my parents, supposedly in love and just had a baby. Now, for those of you that didn't quite have a fear for my mom, she's not the same person, but this is what people saw. This is what L. Ron Hubbard is now named. So when I say potholes, everybody, there were potholes everywhere. There were divots in the road. Like it was disgusting. The garage that is black behind my mother's shoulder, that is where we used to have the bicycles. That is also where the RPF had slept a couple times. But that was the garage for parking. This white building right next to it, that was actually birthing. One of my best friends lived on the bottom floor. Her name was Molly Housen. And they took up the other side that unfortunately is not visible in here. Her brother, her mom, and her dad, they had petitioned to be able to live off-site. And then it became a Scientology building. So they technically weren't living outside of birthing. They just had a few more amenities. But yes, this is my mom. That uniform, you see a whole bunch of her leg. Those go past your knees, but she hiked it up so that she can go on a motorcycle ride. She did not have her collar on most of the time. She didn't wear her collar, but she never got in trouble for being out 2D. But this is my mom as the LRH comm of AOLA. So I hope that explained some of the questions. Let me get this off so that you guys can see my beautiful face. And then we'll go to some of the questions. Coltsby Colton, how are you? Anita, oh, from Germany. Ooh, good. Well, would it be morning? No, would it Guten Morgen? I don't think it's morning there, but I think it's after, or I think it's evening. Okay, Aurora, love the squirrel costume. Yeah, because if we're gonna be squirrels, we might as well party like squirrels, because supposedly it's called squirreling the tech. Woo. Can we do it? I did it. It said, "Let me be done." Okay. Sophia, nice to see you. I appreciate every one of you guys hanging in. I know there's some big ones going on right now. Cece, oh no, another vision yet again. Absolutely. Someone just, this is what we need to update everybody. Found it. I talked to him. He gave me the information. Let's see. Ocean Loving Soul, nice to see you. Okay, I think I got everybody. The Notorious, Retired Red, Coltsby Colton. All right, so I think we're good so far. The reason I wanted to show you those letters is because of a couple of things. I wanted you to be able to know they're written by regular people. This first part of it is typed, and then it's signed at the bottom. So Chloe Holmes and Connie Schwartz is writing letters right now. That was what they had for their letter duty. It kind of made me laugh. For a Halloween, it made me laugh. It's more along the lines of supposedly here we come and we're these big suppressive people, but we're telling the truth of what we've experienced, what we've lived through. I know yesterday should have come with with a warning. I do apologize. It became one of those situations where I thought that I had told my friend. And so she was learning for the first time with some of you. So I appreciate each and every one of you being there. I did not know it was going to need a trigger warning. I thought we were going to tell a couple jokes, listen to some of her music, and then I realized that I felt comfortable enough with her to just tell her. Okay. Baby Liz is so cute. I thought so, but I was always told I had a big head. I just had a really big head. But yeah, that was my first lower condition. So everybody sees my face now. Let's do this. We're gonna make a joke. I don't know if it's a joke. It's not gonna be a good joke. All right. So here we are. Here is my parents. Here's me. So now we're both on screen. We're gonna go. Which parent do I look like? Like honestly, just tell me. Tell me which parent that I look like. Anybody in the chat? Anybody? I'm going to take the picture off and then we'll see like 1 look like my dad, 2 look like my mom, 3 a combination. My mom is roughly about 5'2". I am 5'8" on one leg and 5'7" on another because of so many surgeries. So let's see in the chat. With no apologies needed, you're an amazing person. Thank you so very much. And I truly appreciate it. Okay, so Ann Walsh says, Dad. Okay, Baby Liz is totally the cutest. Thank you, Cheryl. Or no, Cherry Cupcake. I like that name. Like now I want a cupcake. I want a cherry cupcake. Carrie, I want a cherry cupcake. Oh, Anita. Like both, honestly. And that's okay because guess what? It took the 2 of them to make me. Retired Red thinks it's Dad. Ocean Lover thinks it's Dad. Oh, I think more like your dad, but I can see a little of your mom too. And that's okay, everybody. I'm not embarrassed. They're both my parents. Like, trust me, I've done the DNA check. I was hoping that I wasn't related to my mom because I didn't feel like I looked like her. Okay. And so when I did the DNA test, it was, this is your mother. Yay. So that was not a good day in biology. Okay. Not a good day. All right. Yep. Sophia, more dad than mom. And I get that. I truly do. But I have a little bit of both their adventure sides. Like I do ride motorcycles. Well, I used to. Um, I'm trying to talk Carrie into, once things have settled and maybe I'm not paying rent at a place I don't live. Maybe then she'll let me get one. It's a fingers crossed, everybody. Just fingers crossed. But the picture that you saw of him, that was a good picture of my parents. It was clear. If anybody says that they don't know me, they don't know my mom, well, that's a perfect picture of him. That is what I've remembered my whole life until he was put on decks and now his hair is white. I also have this reoccurring fear that either A, they're going to hand him to me, he's going to get mad, or B, they're still holding him hostage. And either which one, not okay. Makes me want to fight, makes me want to scream, makes me want to yell. And I realized that I'm one of those people, like, I don't have like a niche. You know what I'm saying? When I talk to you guys, I talk to you guys like you're my friends. Like this is just friends catching up with the story. I'm explaining my past not because I want anybody to feel bad for me. I promise. I don't. I'm explaining it so people understand what kind of people get trapped in Scientology. I'm not like street smart, but I'm book smart. Except with the idea of getting any kind of corrective lenses. I just get scared every time they get thicker and then I just feel old. Not into feeling old. I'm already at the age I was telling my mom she was homies with Jesus. All right. Oh, Anita, lesbian, cat mom, almost 9 p.m. here. See, I knew it was evening. Well, at least it's 9 p.m. Being completely honest, at least it's 9 p.m. because being 9 p.m., it's not me doing one at like 4 o'clock in the morning for you guys. So at least you'll get to catch this one. But yeah, what they do is they like to send these letters, and a lot of them are like, they're not even looking at who they're sending them to. They're realistically just sending them out just to send them out. And they're random letters that you get. Now, the reason this is funny is because I shouldn't be anywhere near someone that gets letters like this. I should not be allowed to be near them. They shouldn't even qualify to receive any kind of letters or recruitment because I am a suppressive person. Not only am I a suppressive person, I am a flaming homosexual. No, we're not going to talk about flaming homosexuality. But I'm super gay. I am a gay billboard and I am okay with that because I had to become okay with me before I would dare worry about someone else. But I just wanted to let you guys know, thank you so very much for the contributions. I will be talking to, I'm going to try to keep this as short as possible because I know that a lot of people want to get over to Mike's. They want to get over. I kind of want to go. I want to go over to both of them and see how they're doing. If you are all at, let's see, missed the start. Okay. Sherry Cupcake, missed the start. Do Scientology have your current address? Yes. When I first was doing the welfare checks on my father, I gave the police my physical address, my phone number, so that they could hand it to him. He refused it because his two handlers were standing right behind him. And at that point, he said, you can hand it to them. So, yes, They have my address. Why would they send me anything? I have no idea, because they wanted to give me a laugh today. They thought they can cure me of my PTSD. You know, just curious. It makes a good fan, everybody. It doesn't make good lighter fluid, if you're trying to start a fire. It doesn't. It's just like the perfume magazines. Just saying, it's just okay. Question, do you think your mom will ever apologize to what she put you through? The closest that I get, and I've asked, for her to admit that it was not just discipline. This was very, very much child abuse. And her response is, well, your idea of child abuse is my definition of discipline, because all I did to you was discipline you. Okay. And it finally got to a point where I was never going to get anything other than discipline, and I have to settle for what little time we have left. I don't know if I'm going to get my dad out before he's in a box. I'm going to try it as hard as I possibly can. But I also need to remember that sometimes it's not as easy, because I like to lead with my heart on my sleeve, and I like to let you know everything in the transparent order that I can, because I can be transparent with you and I can tell you, this is what goes on in Scientology. This is what goes on everywhere else. Let's see. Let me finish this one. Have you made peace? I've accepted that she's never going to accept. Responsibility that she will not change at this point in life. She's never going to change. She's never going to change. I just have to stop. The problem isn't that I'm worried about her changing. It's that I keep pretending in my head that she's changed, because if she's changed, she's not the person she once was. And I'm holding on to the idea that maybe one day she's going to be the mom that I always wanted, but I don't get June Cleaver. I get a little bit married with children with, a little bit of mommy dearest, but if that's what I'm going to get, that's what I'm going to settle for, because I'm not going to walk away. Okay. Yadi, hoping the best, prepared for the worst. There's always room for improvement. That's right. And the part that I'm trying to improve is being completely open and honest and being completely direct with you guys, but letting you know in such a way that my goal is, if you can keep one person away, then that's a success. But I never realized till I was talking to Aaron, and he said, if, think about other ways, think about other things you can do. And it wasn't until there was mention, basically, if I can embarrass David Miscavige, if he even has to choke down a cup of coffee or worry about what we're going to say next, that is a win. That's an absolute win. Because what you don't understand is, LRH died in 1986, and everything he supposedly wrote down has been moderated. It's been changed. It's kind of like there's the first person that wrote the Bible, and it's been written many of times since then. Then you have the idea that some of these are stories, some of these are factual. So in Scientology, it's no longer what was originally created. It is now the Miscavige religion. It's filled with abuse, because these are original policy letters that LRH wrote. So there's a foundation of this man that wrote how to control people and how to control families. So there's all these things, and all we're trying to do is expose that these things are wrong. Children are not adults in little bodies. Children are literally just that. They're children. We have one life to live. So at the end, when you're meeting whoever it is that you are seeing as the higher power, and you want to know, did I do my best? I'm sitting up here saying, yes, I'm doing my best. Because if I can embarrass them, if I can make them go, that doesn't happen here. Well, yes, it does. Yes, it does. And emotional scars will be there forever. The physical ones, not so much, but the emotional ones were really a big thing. Okay. Anita Lesbian, Cat Mom, love the videos, especially the ones with Nora. Are any of those planned in the near future? Well, today is Tuesday. I can definitely message the one and only Oh No Nora and see if she is willing to do one later. I wanted to hop on and at least apologize for any people that I did not give a warning sign to. I'm being completely honest. That's my mantra, is literally just be open and honest, because some of those things created who I am today. And some of those things made me be a person that I don't respect or like looking in the mirror to. But because of counseling, I realized B happened because of A. C happened because you haven't gotten past A, B, so it's all these things combined. Now I do also, hold on. You did. It's so disgusting to steal a child's innocent. Group hugs for survivors. I actually, you know what I did love about the protest? I had a couple people come up and hug me, and they weren't like fast about it, because I tell you guys, I flinch. I'm sorry. It's something I'm working on, but not sorry at the same time, because it's been because of what I've been through. In the very same breath, people were extremely respectful when it came to giving me a hug, and I appreciate that. And if you have any pictures of that day, definitely send them to me. I want to make a nice little collage of this amazing day, because it meant a lot to me to be there and yell those things. It felt like I was releasing some of my childhood pain. Sophia, Scientology is an implied trigger warning. True that. If anybody has any questions, you can always email me at savebobferris@gmail.com. If you can email the pictures, if there's any, that were just cute, anything like that, definitely get them over to me. I would love it. But so we are now at almost 28 minutes. I went over the two things that I wanted to talk about. I'll reach out to Oh No Nora, and see if we are still on for the Ditastic Duo. But I probably would like it to be a little earlier, because I don't know if she's walking kids for trick-or-treating. I don't know, everybody. So we'll have to figure that part out, because kids are more important. To give them a life that we didn't have, that's 10 times more important. So if not, I will probably bug Marilyn, because I love having Marilyn on. I'm probably going to bug Reese and just be like, Reese, I really want to have a conversation with you. I have a Shark Week box in my bathroom. Shark Week box in my bathroom now. And I had to figure out what Shark Week meant. Thank you. Thank you so very much. I'm just saying. Sterling, I'd love to talk about sports. I keep getting emails that I need to do lives with these people. So what I think I was going to do is probably reach out, see if Reese is busy tonight, see if I can. I heard that she likes to sit outside on Halloween, but it might be too cold. We're going to cross our fingers. So that way I can try to kidnap Reese and have a good conversation with that lady, because I think she's hysterical. I think that out of all the things Scientology could have taken from her, they could not take her smile. And for that, I think she is just comedic royalty. So anyway, thank you all for being here. I know it's a short live. I just wanted to read to you some of the stuff for right now. But maybe we'll be able to have someone different on. So thank you so very much for showing up. I appreciate it. Don't forget to tip your waiter or waitress. Please be kind to everybody in the audience, everybody in the comments, because remember, we're all human. Whether you're on my channel, someone else's channel, we're all human. Some of us have been through hell. Some more of us have been through hell. Some of us are still trying to recover. So, you know, we don't need fighting. We all bleed the same color. Oh, 6 p.m., maybe after 8. Maybe I'll message her right now. But thank you all for showing up. I am going to message her right now and say thank you for being here for this short live, and look forward to seeing you guys maybe a little later. All right. Thank you.